1968, we were a safe place for people with intellectual disabilities to go, a safe place so that mom and dad, brother and sister could continue to work. You know, we were dealing with adults with disabilities, and we still are a safe place for people to work. But what we discovered in 1970 was that people like to work. Everybody in America likes to work. Practically. I mean, yes, we can talk about the welfare moms, but in practical terms, everybody likes to work. Everybody gets self-esteem from work besides a paycheck, and we help people go to work. So the mission became a vocational mission as early as 1970, and we've just grown and served more people in a wider array of barriers to employment since that time. In 1980, we had 40 employees, and we were located out near the fairgrounds, the Fredericksburg Agriculture Fairgrounds. We were doing something that we still do today, and that is person-centered planning. We look at an individual, not in a classroom situation, but as an individual. Where are they now? Where do they want to be? What's the gap? And how do we help them close the gap? Actually, I was born and reared in Alexandria and met my wife at one of the old high schools in Alexandria before T.C. Williams. I met her at Hammond High School. Okay. So, my first job like ever, which I got fired from, was scooping ice cream for a Baskin & Robbins dealer. Maybe it's because I ate too much ice cream. Left the state for a little while, but came back in 1970s, about 1970, 71. And have been in the state ever since. Plus one outlet, so there are actually 13 stores in our geographic area, which is 13 counties and the city of Fredericksburg, roughly running east and west from Rappahannock County in the west to Northumberland County in the east. Also, in 1996, we purchased a commercial laundry in order to provide employment for people with significant disabilities. And that commercial laundry has grown now. It is in the industrial. I've been with it as our community has grown. And I think the important thing for people to know about Goodwill, particularly for the audience who is probably 90% know Goodwill, is that we take the donations for the stores and we turn them into jobs, not just jobs for people who work in our stores, but jobs for people with barriers to employment throughout our community. I've always liked giving people options. In fact, I probably give people too many options. I like informing people about what alternatives they have, what opportunities are out there, who's doing what, and how that might be helpful to them. And that goes from working with people with significant disabilities to offering advice, as you would, of course, do to your son or your daughter there. And my staff, I'm always sending out information and encouraging them to connect the dots to understand what's going on in the world and take advantage of it. That I've received, and I was thinking about that the other day, and one of the reasons both the Argenzio Award, which is a Fredericksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce Award, and the Matthews Award were important to me. And the Matthews Award is a Goodwill Industries International Entrepreneurial Award. It's not so much just getting the award, but it's actually knowing the men that were behind the award. To meet Joe Argenzio, and Roger Matthews of the Matthews Entrepreneurial Award at Goodwill has been a colleague of mine for about 20 years. So thank you for coming today to this little event. It's meant a lot to me. It means a lot to Rappahannock Goodwill, who have enjoyed all the support we have for all these years, my 35 years, and for Rappahannock Goodwill and our predecessor organization all the way back to 1968. This has been a great community in which to serve people. Thank you.